to the hottest chat in the MF game, man. The weather's a little crazy down here. One day it's sunny, the next is cloudy. Somewhat like the boxing topics. We give a little bit of time for people to get up in here, man. Speedway, man. These people don't know how to drive down this mountain, man. You definitely got to keep your neck on rotation. You have to become an owl in this bitch. You got to turn your shit 180, 250. Speed or something. But shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game, man. A-Side Official. Shout out to BG in the building, man. It's definitely bad weather down here, and I really can't see the comments like I want. But shout out to the heavy hitters in the building. So when I return, which should be about an hour, I want to do an open panel, right? And the reason why I have Boxing Daycare, I have a lot of people that I respect, that I've heard on other panels. I just want to hear them up close and personal, as if, you know, back then when my kids was younger, when they finished eating and got everything that they supposed to get, they feel good, you know, you burp them. I feel some of you cats need to be burped because you done digested too much of this tank freaking snacks, fast food. There's a lot going on with you. There's a lot of y'all are not understanding certain places you've been with this topic that we need to talk about. I need to conduct a free registration of a daycare panel today of individuals that feel some type of way about Tank Davis doing what other fighters have done, and also having all the qualifications and checks in the boxes to do it. I will not allow you all to try to influence the people, try to deceive them, try to be disingenuous, try to be insidious about your support in Tank fighting Roach. I won't do it. Because a lot of y'all are not even sincere about that shit. All y'all are just desperate right now, and it's residual hate. You know what I'm saying? It's residual hate. I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm going to leave it for the panel. A lot of you all just got residual hate for Tank Davis, all from one fighter to the next. That's what it's always a trickle-down effect when it comes down to it. I just need to let you know, I'm pulling out my 3 to 4 credits that I have in psychology and any other neurological curriculum that I took. Early childhood, all that shit. I'm going to volunteer my services today and give back to the community and try to figure out why these colleagues of mine, these compeers, are feeling some type of way about a man making a business decision to get the bag. We can't do that. We can't do that. That is unacceptable, what I've been hearing on these panels. And it's almost like a little bit of whimpering. A little bit of whimpering was going on. But you know, Every time I took some tissue and tried to, dab the computer screen, I forgot. I said, I can't stop the tears from flowing. I can't stop this shit. So the next best thing I did was I had to mute it. I had to read lips from here on out. I had to read some lips and shit. It was discouraging, y'all. It was discouraging how all of a sudden a roach, a fighter that no one was thinking about, gets elevated by Tank. Elevated to new stardom. And Tank is to blame after getting that man a paycheck and saving his career by not flatlining him. You want to come up here and put your foot on his neck for basically giving back to the community and giving back the boxers around him? That's what Tank did. They always talk about the brothers don't help the other brothers. But Tank clearly helped the brothers. Lamont Roach never would have got a paycheck like that if it wasn't for Tank Davis. But lo and behold, here comes social media. Lo and behold, it's the YTC, goddammit. Lo and behold, we're talking about the verbalistics of listeners that feels that they're qualified to speak on the situation. And look, due to the First Amendment and everybody else, you qualified to speak on this shit. You do. But goddamn it, some of you all just be up here and you be venting. You ain't talking about some goddamn solid, crispy boxing content to convince people that your opinion is neutral as it get. Some people call it non-biased, but let's just say neutral. Neutral seems like it's supposed to be more so integrated in the middle when it comes to your criticism about El Chin Checker. And I say to myself, how can they overlook the fact that this man gave Lamont Roach a nice, juicy payday? And then not only that, Lamont Roach himself just took step aside money. To the right. Two time. To the left. Two time. Step with it. Lamont Roach was out here doing the electric slides. You know what I'm saying? While he was counting his dollar bills. That's what Lamont Roach was doing. But yet you have the audacity. To criticize Tank Davis when Lamont Roach accepted step to the left. Crisscross. That's what he did, people. Tank said, I don't have to fight you right now. I will get back to you. There's been several other fighters that gave step-aside money. When Stationis took step-aside money, nobody said a thing. Lamont Roach takes step-aside money. And what happened? Gervonta Davis gets blamed for not fighting him immediately. I swear the demands to be put on my people is so not only oppressing, but it's depressing. We put all these strict, sharp, caustic restrictions on our people. When El Chin Checker is doing the exact same thing that's been done before, man. Am I right or wrong? He's doing the exact same thing. I really hope to see some names on there that I'm familiar with. Okay? I'm not saying all of you all are part of the Daycare, but I would like to hear your input. Blue Hustle, first and foremost. Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. I think BG is already in the building. You know, I'm definitely like to get my guy Haynes Legacy on here. I saw him on the panel the other day. Gooch, I don't know what you got going on today, man. I'd definitely like to see you on the panel. I wasn't able to make your panel the other time, but for anybody else that have some complications with understanding that El Chin Checker has did absolutely nothing wrong. He's did nothing wrong. Do you hear me? And we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about El Chin Checker is innocent of all criticism, all backlash, all residue of outcry. He is absolutely innocent of all that, because when you give a fighter 2 paydays, when one fighter provides 2 paydays to a fighter, what he did, he's not only provided this fighter with some revenue, you know what I'm saying? Some payola. What he's done is he has pretty much leveled up Lamont Roach. He's allowed Lamont Roach to change levels, man. And they speak about this all the freaking time, how us as black people need to help one another. We need to help one another. And Tank just did that to Lamont Roach. So what does that do for Lamont Roach? It allows him to potentially take another fight, get paid a bigger paycheck, because he's now riding off the momentum of Tank Davis. And you know, it's one of those deals where Tank has not only allowed Lamont Roach to get a higher payday, but Isaac Cruz too. Rolando Romero, look at Rolando Romero. He got knocked out like a butterfly to a fly swatter. He was all in the ropes. The referee was counting. Legs twitching and everything. That man went up there from a Gervonta Davis freaking knockout, and they put him right in championship position at 140, man. What champion you know has did such? Huh? Talk to me now. I need your help and assistance and guide me through this freaking maze of mine that I'm mentally constructing as we drive. I mean, what fighter do you know has had fighters go in there, fight him once? I mean, some of them don't remember the ending, but you know, a lot of them was knocked out, but they still was able to get a better fight after that. Like, Tank is really giving back to the boxing community. And it's unfortunate that there's too many so-called hardcore boxing fans that are turning heel because they're trying to make it seem like when Lamont Roach's name popped up in the goddamn algorithm of a topic of discussion, that Tank was bringing him up from 130, they act like they was all for it. Lamont, my friend, come here. Oh, come here, my brother. We love you, Lamont. Look, Tank just don't know how much of a mistake he just made. You're too tough. You know everything about him. He just don't understand this is the worst mistake in his boxing career. There's no way he's beating you. There's no way. Look, you during the fight, you might even make him take a knee because you know everything about him. Y'all sparred several times. Y'all act like y'all was embracing. I just want to have a Daycare panel to pretty much burp and pat on the back, you know, a little shimmer here, just to bring y'all back to the glory days or when you was happy to talk about, boxing, and do the right thing. I want y'all to do the right thing. I want you to stop hating on El Chin Checker, because the man is showing you all that a fighter that's on his status is all about charitable work. Tank Davis is doing charitable work. And once again, the people that call themselves hardcore boxing fans are not appreciating the charitable work that he's putting in. I'm sick of it. And I'm not gonna put no papers on you. I'm not gonna put no papers. I'm just gonna talk to you as men and as hardcore boxing fans, as all these compeers and all that. We're gonna have to have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation. Seriously, because I just don't like all the backlash. I just don't like all the finger pointing, all the unnecessary protests, dog. The man is giving back to the community in many ways than one. I got something for you all to think about before we hit this panel, right? Okay. This is what I want you to think about. Like I just said, he's giving back to Lamont Roach, gave him 2 paydays. Something that's going to provide generational wealth for his family. Y'all not thinking about that? Okay, sure you're not. But this is what I want to say too. I think a lot of you all, especially when Brian Norman came out, a lot of you all were saying boxing don't do this, that, and any other in Georgia. He ain't been on this card and all that. But he's sparking. He's sparking right now. He's buzzing right now down here in the A. He's everywhere, posters and stuff like that. He's everywhere. But check this out. The same people that was using Brian Norman say he ain't sold a main event, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Now the man's an international star. What about Tank? Tank has been known to drop through the A. And how dare you, Tank? El Chin Checker. Return back to the A with Jake Paul, a man that has also visited the ATL. How smart is that to come back to the A so we can have a boxing match for the ages? Yeah, one unique dynamic boxing. I mean, something that's really, it's rarely you see this all the time. 135-pounder cruiserweight. This is unbelievable. It does make you giggle a bit, but that's where they coming back down to the A. They coming back down to the A. Don't hate. Nobody ain't trying to hear the bullshit, bro. Some of you cats out here is hating on Tank because he's bringing the fight down to the A, and you just don't like Georgia boxing. A lot of you are Errol Spence fans. You just don't like Brian Norman. You coupling everything together, goddammit. You just mushing everything together like wet clay. That's all. And let me tell you, that shit is selfish that you're doing too. I don't like that at all. Okay? But we'll get back together in an hour. I'm out.